Before I move forward, do you still remember the first time that you met Osmel Sousa?
Yeah, of course. Well, I didn't meet him that first time, but actually it was the day that I decided to go to the Miss Venezuela organization for the casting. The day before,
Mhm.
I was in the 25th anniversary runway show, Angel Sanchez runway show, which it was my dream come true. It was I was walking uh, one of the for one of the most recognized designer in my country. So I remember that he was on first row to my right, and I was like, oh my God, okay. Well, Gabby, this is not your moment. It's tomorrow, so don't get panic. But I remember that I went to my first casting. I had a brown swimwear with my number. Um, I have a friend that did all my makeup and my hair to look like a pageant girl. And he was on the table with the different judges for the casting. And you know how it's him. He's always like very few words, a lot of things. Yes, he's very observator with all the girls. But for that first time, it was not too much conversation. It was more about like
Mhm.
observing, like staring at you, your legs, everything. So you feel like, oh my God, naming a lot. But yeah, that was the first time.
Maybe maybe he already like put you on his memo, like this girl, like,
I don't
This girl
know.
has
Honestly,
something.
this,
I was so nervous that I didn't feel any feeling that moment. I was like, okay, I just what I should do here, like go to your
Mm.
right, go to your left. Like I literally want to like walk away because I didn't feel confident. So when you do not feel confident, you just want to like
you just want it to
go.
be over. Like,
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
done.
so when they call me, hey, listen, you're selected. I was like, no, I have to finish my college. I'm sorry, it's not the right time for me. No, no worries. We're gonna give you the permission to go to do your test and final. You know, okay. But yes, it was a simple experience the first time. Yeah.
and I'm curious to know how hands-on is Osmel when it comes to the training of the winners of Miss Venezuela.
Or
I'm
in the
sorry.
meaning,
Uh,
how
how
involved
involved
is
is
Osmel?
Osmel in the training of Miss Venezuela winners?
Well, I think it will depend. As I mentioned, I'm not a beauty pageant fan from the beginning. So my
Mhm.
first experience, I can just talk about my own experience.
Yep.
And in my case, as I mentioned, I won on August 30th. I traveled in December to the US to study in English. I came back to Venezuela on March. So my training was from March to September, that period of time. And he was just checking that I went to the organization, to the La Quinta, the house, to go to my classes. He was checking if I, when I do my makeup classes, like how I look. If he doesn't feel confident with a look for me, he changed the makeup artist, and I said I want for you to take another class with another person, just to make sure that you have the right look. But in my case, it was more about I was so pushing to get better in so many ways that I was like on top of my professors. Like, listen, when we have the next class, I want to learn this, this, and this. I saw YouTube 10 Miss Universe from the past, and I see that this girl do this and this girl do that. So I literally write, and I have those papers here. I paint or I draw the the Miss Universe venues for the past 7 years, all the stairs, the seconds before the girls come out to the camera, how many seconds they walked to that camera from the front for the main view, how many seconds they have to pose, is if he was a turn, I mean everything. I was so strict about my training. And when they gave me the opportunity to work with Grace Fontecha from Puerto Rico, that changed my life forever. I'm not the same person before I met her and after. Like literally, I'm not. My husband told me, listen, since when you speak too much? Like you were not like that. When? When that happened, you know? And I remember that he just came to the, maybe like at the final, at the end of the week to check my evolution or to check what I'm doing. And I think it's something that usually people do, like from different generations, like, no, that's not enough. You need more turns, or you need to move your arms. No, that's not enough. And it was never enough for him. So I was frustrated. I was like, what else I have to do to be enough for him? And I realized at the end of a couple months, after 3 months of training, that I just have to be enough for myself and for me. And I have to heal a lot of those voices, not just, I mean, a lot of people. It was not confident about my participation, my role or my
chances in Miss
performance
Universe
as a Miss Venezuela. And those comments always like push me back. You're not enough, you're not enough, you're not enough. And it was like, I'm sorry, I am enough. And I believe in myself. I know that I'm gonna do better, and I'm not playing games because I'm not gonna travel to Moscow, Russia to play games. I'm not gonna go just to travel and do a touristic visit. I'm going to like put my country name here. So, okay, so I just like stay quiet, do all my training. A lot of people have complaints. And the first day that I arrived to Moscow, I put my blue dress and I say, I'm here. Good morning, Moscow. And the rest is story.